Hello and welcome back. So sneak peek into new templates. So this is one I've designed today using a real flower. This is a magnolia flower. So this is the template I've designed from it. So I've rolled out my clay to about 4mm thick, and now I'm going to cut out. So use my needle tool and then start to cut out around the template all the way around, supporting the template as I go so it doesn't move. So let's jump to that. Now, as you can see, I've cheated a little bit and I haven't cut out the template all the way through. What I tend to do is just highlight the design, and then when I take the template off, I'll take that clay away once I've taken the template off. So I'm going to carry on now cutting out this template. There we are, I've taken all the excess clay away and now I'm going to remove the template. There we go. As you can see, I've traced through and I'm just going to take that excess away now instead. You can also cut out the template and cut round that way if you want to. It's just two different ways of doing it. There we go. So I'm going to jump ahead and do all this. There we are, that's all the excess clay taken away. Now it's time to smooth out the edges of the petals. So you can do it with a damp brush. So I'll show you one way, and then you can do with your finger as well. So just a damp brush and press down the edge of the clay. The other way is to use your damp finger and carefully just sort of press the edge of the slab to round off that edge. So let's jump ahead and do all those. There we are, so that's nicely smoothed out. So now I'm going to lay plastic over the top and turn it over and do the other side. There you go, I've turned it over, and now I'm going to carefully peel the plastic away and fill in any imperfections on this side. There we go, now we've done that, I'm going to draw a line which is on the template, as you can see, and I forgot to highlight it. So highlight that line as well, because that's where you're going to fold. So I'm going to draw a line from there to there, roughly. I'm going to use a wooden stick to do that. Just lightly imprint a line in the clay, like so. And that's where we're going to fold. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the depth away on that clay so it's easier to fold. Let's jump to that. Okay, I'm going to use my trimming tool and literally just take away the surface to begin with. Try and keep it as straight as you can. And take the depth to about half of the clay slab. Let's jump to that. Right, now I've done that, now what I'm going to do is just score the very edge along the bottom there and add some slip. Let's jump to that section. And there we are, now I've scored and now I'm going to slip. So just add slip to the crease and to the areas that you have scored. Let's jump ahead to that. And there we are, so use the plastic to help you lift the clay slab and fold it over along that line that you've just created. I'm going to turn it round so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, there we are. And then just press down all the way along. That's lovely. Let's jump on to the next part. I've compressed the edge with my fingers. You could do it a little bit neater than me if you'd like. And now I'm going to start rolling. This is the centre of the flower here. I'm going to roll it into a coil and carry on rolling as I go and adjust the petals. So you've got to add a little bit of slip all the way along here because you're going to roll it on itself. Let's jump onto that. Use the plastic to help you and just start rolling as you go. Okay. Release it from the plastic as you go. Support the petals. And there we are. And now it's time to start organising the petals a little bit. So start pulling them out. Bending them over. Curving them round. And then pinch the bottom. And compress the clay a little bit more. That's our magnolia flower. So now I'm going to cut out a leaf to add on the side. There we are, so I've picked a leaf from my magnolia tree and I'm using that as a template to cut round. And there we are, so I'm going to take that off now. And that's my leaf. So I've attached them onto the side there. And now I'm going to attach the others. So that is now the flower finished. As you can see, I've used some props to hold the petals in place until they go leather hard. You can see there at the bottom I've added the little leaves. I've hollowed out underneath as well, which I'll show you later. But there you go. That's the magnolia flower. Give it a try, see what you think.